Hey everyone, happy holidays. It's been several weeks since I put out something. I've got some time off here, so what better way to spend it than to create more videos? What I've got here is something I discovered. It was more of something I ignored for a while, was this global block setting. What I'd been doing was taking and loading in block library, which is, say you have a setting on delay or amp or whatever that you like that particular setting. You can save that in the blocks library so you can just recall those settings easily. The global blocks, and I'm going to use the example right out of the XFX manual, is we're going to talk about the tone stack of the amp. So that's the thing you're going to probably mess with the most during rehearsal, sound check, things like that. And each venue can be different, each PA system can be different, and we all know that when you adjust things at home, sometimes they don't translate out. They're shrill, brittle, dull, whatever. So this is where the global blocks setting can be very helpful, or feature I should say. Global blocks apply to that block that you link them to globally throughout all your presets. If you have a set, like I do, I keep things easy. My set generally has the same amps and the same amp that I want to use throughout. So if I make a change to that on a preset, I don't want to have to go to each preset and make that change again. Global blocks fix that, and it's really tedious to have to do it to each preset and save it. So we're going to do some prep ahead of time, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. And then when you make one change, it will actually save and link over to all your other presets, which is really cool. And if you look at scene one, it's got a high setting. I think that sounds great. Could be these new speaker impedance curves that they added. I don't know, but it sounds great. I'll click on my presets. You'll see what I've done here. I've copied this preset and labeled them preset 1, 2, and 3. Right now, this has really helped me out for the Christmas stuff I've been doing at the church. They're doing the worship stuff that has all these different songs. They use the same AC30 or that new matchless that Cliff put out, which was nice. The EF86, I believe. So I've been messing with that too. And it's nice when I go tweak those presets, it transfers to the other ones. So I've copied this same preset so I can show you what it looks like. First thing to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some prep just so I can do it during rehearsal, right? So you have to do this ahead of time. Come over to the amp. We're on preset 1. Make sure you're on scene 1. This is important. Make sure that across these presets, when you've saved them, that we're going to stick to the same channel as well. So we're on channel A, scene 1 of this particular preset. I'm going to come down here. I want to make sure that I save these into a preset. Now each amp block or each block, whether it be amp block, which is, we got 2 in the XFX, and if you have, say you have 4 of the same kind of block, then it's going to have 8 settings per block. So let's look at this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So on the amp block, we've got 2 amp blocks available. I'm on amp 1, right? So I'm going to have 8 settings here. So I'm going to click this global block. If you see where it says link, in there's 8 different settings I could do if I wanted to. We're going to stick with make it easy, just do one preset today. I've got things the way I want it. I've got the sound the way I want it. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to link this to number 1. Click this unlinked button here, go to link 1. Now I've got it linked and it says link to G1. Real important, make sure that you save it. So now we've saved it. Now I'm going to go to my next preset, preset 2. Now I need to recall that setting. So you just come down here to unlink, click that, click link to and load from. It was number 1, so click 1, save that. So I'm going to go over number 3, same thing. Link to and load from 1. And click save. Now let's go back to preset 1 and let's show an example of how it carries over. Alright, so I'm playing here. That's too much gain. It's not, but I'm going to just show you as an example. Too much gain, maybe in the mids, too much mids. I'm going to come over here. Let's take the gain down to 4. Let's take my mids down to 5. So I've changed it from 4 to 5. Save the preset. Now I'm going to come up to preset 2 and you're going to see it's going to say the exact same thing. Preset 3, exact same thing. So those have carried all over, and they've all got this 1 on them. If you don't see that 1, make sure that your channels, that you don't have a different channel selected here for the other preset. I did that before and was really confused for like 30 seconds. Now the last thing I would probably do here to make things easy for me, and I'm not gonna get over here on the Axe-Fx with the camera because it's just, I'm lazy. So just trust me. If you look over on here, I've got the Axe-Fx. One thing I will note is get one of these stands. Yes, I have an affiliate link in the description. Might as well, if you're going to get on Amazon, just click that link and buy it. I'll probably get like 10 cents from it. But hey, at least it keeps my Amazon affiliate account open. But it's a great stand for me. I put it backstage when I'm playing for the church. For some gigs, it'll be right in front of me and I can adjust it. But back to my point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show, if you haven't done this already, you probably should do it for your presets. There is this perform button on Axe Edit. I've already got it set here, but if you look, there's per preset performance controls, and it just makes things really easy. Like you could put anything that you want to adjust easily. You can get to it easily from the home screen because there's these 2 tabs. One's called Perform PP, that's per preset, and Perform Global, and you can get to them real easily instead of having to dig deep down in the menus here. So I'm just going to take the basic tone stack of the amp and I'm going to put it in the in this case I'm going to put it in the global performance control so I don't have to do it per preset for this video. So it's easy enough. All you have to do is just, I can take this and I'll show you because I've already done it here. You can just grab this and level and you could just plop it in there. If you don't want it, you just pull it out. Actually, I think you can remove it, delete it. Yeah, there you go. I just hit delete. So now we've got these controls. I'm going to put my neck down so you can see it. If I go over here to preset 1, and you can actually, I'll get off the perform screen so you can see it change. I'm going to make some changes here on the panel itself, and you're going to see those transfer over to other presets. I'm going to go over to my global, which is perform global, hit the page over twice. You can kind of see that there's 5 tone stack controls. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the amp block, and you're going to see that adjust. I'm going to take the A encoder knob, and you're going to see it moving on the screen. So now I'm going to take my input drive back up, put my mids back up a little bit, take my presence up a little bit more. I'm going to save that. I'm going to hit store, enter, enter. Now when I go to my other preset, you got to hit home. Preset 2, you'll see those settings. We are on preset 2. Presence, mid, and input drive have remained. Preset number 3, input drive, mid, and presence have remained. Super, super useful. I love that feature. You got to do it. You got to do it. So I'm going to end that video. I hope it wasn't too long of an explanation. I'm going to end it with some playing shortly. And if you haven't done it yet, just make sure you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I'll put out new videos. I'm almost to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Not a big deal, but hey, if I can get there by Christmas, awesome. Not Christmas, end of the year. That gives me another week. So you guys have a good weekend.